So here I will be talking about the introduction to data science and its applications. So first of all, I will talk about what is data science. So data science means data gathering, analysis, and decision making. So before going ahead with what is data science, we should be knowing what is data. Data is information. It is a collection of information. So the purpose of data science is to structure the data, make it more presentable and easier to work with, because data can come in unstructured format also. Like if you are collecting data from various sources, it might not be structured. Like sometimes the data is not in a correct format, and sometimes it is not like the data is having some erroneous values. So that is what data science will do. So data is of two types: structured data and unstructured data. So structured data is basically well organized, and unstructured data is not organized, and it is the purpose of the data scientist to properly organize the data using data science. Now going back to data science, data science is all about data gathering. We need to collect the data, we need to do analysis on it, and we then it will help us to do decision making, because unless we don't understand the data, it is not possible to do decision making with that data. So data science is all about finding hidden patterns in the data or hidden information in the data through analysis and make future predictions. So by analyzing the data, we can make future predictions from that data. So by using data science, companies can make better decisions to choose one over the other, to do predictive analysis, like what will happen next, to do pattern discoveries, like finding the pattern or maybe hidden information in the data. That is what data science helps us for the companies to do. Now, where is data science needed? So nowadays, data science is needed in all the industries, because without data, nothing can be done. Data is very important. So all the industries, whether it is banking, consultancy, healthcare, and manufacturing, they all need data science. So some of the examples are like for route planning, to discover the best routes to ship, to foresee the delays for flight, ship, or train through predictive analysis. Like we can foresee whether there is a delay in flight, ship, or train. Then to find the best suited time to deliver the goods. So with data science, we can identify that what is the best time to deliver the goods. Then to forecast the next year's revenue for a company. So if I want to forecast the next year's revenue for a company, by so like whether the company will be able to make profit or will it be in loss, so those kind of things we can do here. Then to analyze the health benefit of training, then to predict who will win the elections. So how does a data scientist work? This is very important to know, that a data scientist needs to go through the following steps in order to fully present the result to the client. So first is that the data scientist should ask the right questions, because it is important to understand the business problem. Then a data scientist needs to explore and collect the data. So as we have seen that without data, it is not the data science is not useful. So we need to explore and collect the data from various sources, whether it is database, customer feedback. Then we need to extract the data. The data scientist needs to extract the data. Extracting the data means transforming the data to a standardized format, because the data which we get from various sources might not be in a correct form. So it is the responsibility of the data scientist to transform it into the proper format. Then the data scientist needs to clean the data. So so the data scientist has to remove the wrong values from the data, because when you download the data set, it might have wrong values. So you need to remove those values from the data, because data science cannot be worked with wrong values. Then in data science, it is very important to find and replace the missing values. Like we have to check for the missing values and replace them with the suitable value. Like you cannot work with null values. the data, it is not possible that a data scientist, like data science can be used to work with the null values. So you need to either fill those values or you need to remove them. Then normalizing the data. So with data science, you have to scale the values. Like it is not possible that one value is in a very big range and the other value is in a very small range. So it is very important to scale them. The next is analyze the data, find patterns, and make future predictions. So a data scientist needs to analyze the data well, understand the characteristics of the data, and then make future predictions about so how they can create models which can predict the future. Then finally, they are able to present the result with the company, which they can understand.